I was laid off with almost no notice when the company I was previously working for lost funding for my position. I had heard of Talent Stacker and Salesforce through ChooseUp, like many others, and it always been in the back of my mind as something that I'd like to do. I have a lot of experience with Excel. I've done stuff with Microsoft Access before, and so it's always kind of on my radar. But I was enjoying what I was doing, so I wasn't looking for a switch and to be able to take the time commitment. And then when I was laid off, it was one of the first things that came to mind, and so I immediately started the 5-day challenge. And thankfully, between my unemployment and my wife's income, we were able to take the time where I didn't have to rush out and get another job. And because we keep a low income lifestyle, I was able to take the time to go ahead and get certified and go through the training and everything. Hi, I'm Stephen Ehlers. I live in Great Falls, Montana. I am a junior business analyst, and I was in Talent Stacker for exactly 3 months before I started my job. So on August 30th, I was laid off, and I signed up for the 5-day challenge that day. And middle of October, I was certified, and December 1st, I started my new role. Previously, I was a business manager and case manager for a mental health clinic, and the case management part of what I did funded the business management part, and then they lost funding for that part. And so when that happened, I was laid off. But and prior to that, I've been a business manager for the past 7 or 8 years prior to doing that. So doing a lot of bookkeeping and IT work and a lot of other miscellaneous tasks. It was a very easy onboarding to figure out, is Salesforce right for me? Is Talent Stacker right for me? And trying to figure out, okay, is this the career path that I want to pivot to? And if so, do I think that Talent Stacker, is that going to be the best way to get me there? It's obviously a significant investment, and so is it going to pay off financially in the next 6 months to a year? And as soon as I kind of figured out, I like this Salesforce thing, I finally believed what everyone else was saying about the incomes and the different opportunities that it presented. And I thought, okay, if by joining Talent Stacker, I get a job 1 or 2 weeks earlier, or if I make a job or if it helps me get a job that is a couple $1,000s more, it's immediately going to pay off. So as long as I follow through, it's going to pay off. There's going to be that return on investment. So the first benefit right away was the study group. And so our study group, we didn't actually really focus on studying together, but it's a lot more like motivational and support. And so when I first started doing Talent Stacker, I was also doing some DoorDash, and I was doing it 10 hours, 15 hours a week, something like that. And basically they encouraged me to stop doing that so I could focus on Talent Stacker, because I really wasn't bringing in that much extra money. It was some, but I didn't need it. And so really the payoff of doing that versus focusing on Talent Stacker wasn't there. And so that was a huge encouragement to me. All of the LinkedIn and the interview prep was just so helpful. It was amazing how many requests I was getting from recruiters, and the feedback that I was getting there. Also being confident going into interviews, because I'd watched other mock interviews. So I actually didn't do a mock interview myself, but watching the other people go through those really helped me to frame my story and how to present myself with my experience. And then the internal project was just vital. I had applied for maybe 15 jobs, but I didn't have anything about any Salesforce experience on there, and I heard nothing back. And then I started the Talent Stacker internal project. About the same time, I started another project for another local nonprofit that I found myself. And as soon as I put those two things on there, I started getting feedback immediately from my resumes. I actually had 7 interviews over 3 days at one point, 7 different companies. Um, and so it was just amazing to see the impact of having that experience on your resume and what that does. And so without that, it would have taken me a lot longer to get to my first job landed. I think the biggest benefit was bringing all the terminology to life. And so getting comfortable navigating Salesforce and understanding, you're not just answering questions at that point, but navigating it. In my current job, I haven't, built flows, I've done automations and stuff like that. A lot of it's pretty basic so far, but I have a lot of confidence about the way that I navigate Salesforce and even the way, kind of what it can do. And there's been a few times that I've been able to propose some ideas to the team, like, oh, well, what if we did it this way? And they're like, oh yeah, that's a really good idea. And so I think it's helped with the big picture framing of my understanding of Salesforce. I think the best hidden gem is just the Facebook group, and just the constant feedback and encouragement that's there, whether it's people posting that they are, job landed or they got certified, kind of helping, and that's encouraging and motivating to me, or, going through issues. And I would search topics on there about just different, things to do in interviews or home office setups and things like that. And so that database of wealth was really encouraging. I think just kind of kept me motivated every day. My biggest speed bump is the security super badge, which I think many people can resonate with. That's at the point when I really thought, man, I'm not cut out for this. Like, I know nothing anymore. Like, obviously I didn't learn anything over the past couple of weeks while studying for this. It's just not meant to be. And so I don't remember if I would see stuff though on the Facebook page basically saying like, hey, this is the toughest one, stick through it, like you can do it. And so just that motivation there really got me through it. I think I started it on a Friday for a couple hours and then just got so stuck and frustrated. And I'm like, I just need to like restart this entire thing. And I let it sit over the weekend. I had stuff going on over the weekend, and then I came back on Monday and started tackling it. And I got it done that day. But I definitely needed the motivation of and the support of the Salesforce community in that. A recruiter actually reached out to me the day after I got certified. So as soon as I got certified, I updated my LinkedIn profile and whatnot. And a recruiter reached out to me the next day, and that started the process of this job interview. So there was 3 rounds of interviews. I met with several, so I work for a consulting firm. And so I met with people that work for the consulting firm. I worked with people that worked with the client, and then the other primary Salesforce person at my consulting firm. And it wasn't, for me, it wasn't as intimidating as I thought it would be. I didn't get a lot of technical stuff. I could tell that they were really looking for the right fit for the person, and which I really appreciated. Yeah, I really enjoyed the job interview process. What I'm excited about Salesforce is that it's always changing, and there's no 2 days that are alike. And so I'm a problem solver by nature, and that's what I enjoy. That's why I enjoy playing board games, and I kind of relate that to Salesforce. It's, there's these issues. What can I do to resolve them? And so I like the constant challenge of that. Obviously, working in a new org, only being there for 30 days, every challenge I get every task I get is kind of a challenge. But I'm excited to get into the more difficult stuff that really gets into the weeds, into the troubleshooting, and the growth opportunities that are there. I'm currently studying for my platform app builder, and so I'm going through the study groups with that and hoping to get that here in the next couple months. And yeah, I really enjoy the work from home aspect of Salesforce. Today I had lunch and I cuddled with my 5-month-old, which is really great. And I really am enjoying all the opportunities that it's presenting me and my family.